Welcome back to my review. So the episode opens up with both Wendy and Eddie planning their sip and see. She actually said a Nigerian name, but I didn't catch it. But she also referred to it as a head tying ceremony. So we'll go back and forth with that. At any rate, they're both discussing their goals for the event. And Wendy says that she would like to surround Cameron with women that she would like her to become. Those are her exact words. And I'm a little confused because isn't that the thing that Wendy is fighting against in her own life? And in her own words, she says that Nigerian parents are only successful as their children. So you've adopted the same Nigerian values that your parents have used against you. And also later in the episode, she says that she chose a specific venue because she wanted Cameron to be artsy and cultured. Again, how is that different from your mom saying that she wants you and your sister to be doctors? Well, it's obvious that she's just trying to fight this type of programming, and that maybe this slip up is a realization that she's not quite there yet because she's doing the same thing to her daughter. So Wendy's husband wants to reconnect with his mom, and I think that's a good thing, and Wendy seems to be supportive. And I know that can be unnerving when family doesn't like her, but I think it's cool that she's open to reconnecting. We also find out during the scene that Eddie's siblings are the ones that decided against him choosing Wendy as a bride. So like, what's really the tea? What's so bad that you can't attend weddings or see people grow up or have a relationship? Like, you know, I have a sibling or two that I might go periods without speaking to them. I think it's okay to protect yourself from toxic family members. But I don't see myself doing that with a grandparent, you know what I'm saying? Or for them to do that with me. So I don't understand that. We move on to the counseling session, okay? And after listening to what Michael has to say about how his own feelings, I didn't think that this was a huge revelation or a breakthrough. But I respect that Ashley heard a side of him that she has never seen before. And personally, I've attended therapy with past significant others, and these were the times where we were able to be candid about things, and I learned some things about my significant other, but I also felt like it was a little bit too late. You know, the damage was done, and I couldn't do anything with that. I do believe that Ashley is not a victim in this relationship. I think she's a willing participant in anything that he signs up for. I do believe that, you know, relationships go through a period where you lose a spark, especially when we become moms. Like, our bodies are for a higher purpose. We're no longer sex kittens. We are birthing babies and feeding babies. And I feel like she has changed in that way. At the close of the scene, Wendy calls Ashley and invites her to the sip and see. And I love that Wendy is extending that olive branch, and hopefully they'll be good moving forward. Finally, we see Ray and Karen come together after that horrible revelation that he may not be in love anymore. Like, what? So they go back and forth on how their relationship and roles may have changed. And I am impressed at how well they know what their issues are. Ray says, bottom line, in his own words, he's not getting the attention that he wants, and he wants her to balance her time between them and, you know, and all the things that she's doing. And when a man complains about attention, that's a huge red flag. Like, oftentimes they just fix that on their own by finding someone else to absorb that attention. And I like that he tells her that. It's a kind of warning I would have respected in my relationships. So maybe that's a maturity there. I've had suitors, I guess they felt that I didn't give them proper time between my hustles and content creation and stuff like that. So it's important to find someone that gets you from the beginning. And I do understand that when you've been together for a long time, you know, we're both going to change. And so at least you'll be going in the right direction. So I imagine it's hard for Ray being knocked down a few pegs now that Karen is on the Housewives, you know. And he has mentioned to her that, you know, he thinks that the fame and fortune has gone to her head. At least he asked her that. And she says no. She says that she wants her marriage and she's willing to do whatever it takes to get back to where they need to be. And I feel like they're both saying the right thing. They're both saying the words, and the intention seems like it's there, but I'm just not sure if they're both willing to give so much of themselves to make it happen. All right, moving on. We see Candiace. Candiace is on her way to the courthouse, honey, and she is going to provide testimony to a prosecutor regarding the fight. So she says that she's filed criminal charges, and it seems that she's all the way in for Monique to suffer the consequences, you know, for her actions. And one question that Candiace keeps posing that's bothering me is this: how did we get here? Does she not remember? I just don't get why she keeps asking this and acting so innocent. You know, I'm sure she's traumatized. In fact, these affirmations that she has posted all around is an indication that there's something wrong. If you've never been in this situation, getting punched in the head over and over unprovoked is traumatizing. And so I want to give her that respect. Now, mind you, I don't think she should have been touched, but I do feel like she did provoke. So like, know your role and speak on that. Speak on that. Like, that's okay. It's okay to acknowledge that. Next segment. Robyn shares her hat line. I love hats, and I would wear her hats, but I have never seen Robyn wear hats. So this is new. It's very strange. Anyway, I looked at her website. The hats are very, very cute. They are priced really well, between $22 and $29. They're satin lined, so your hair is protected, especially if you wear hats often. The only thing I wish is that the satin lining came all the way down to the part that connects with your edges. You know what I'm saying? Because that friction could rub your edges out. Other than that, they are super cute. I think they're worth it. And Miss Robyn, if you need somebody to review a hat, you know, I can send you my address. So we see Ashley visit with her uncle, and her mom catches up with them. I'm going to state the obvious. I don't understand what kind of eye condition would cause you or anyone to cover up their eye with an eye patch. I do hope that whatever happens there, that she got better. It was concerning. Ashley's uncle is saying all the right things. He is speaking on things as a man. We should be listening. He says you should have more interest in your family than your penis. I agree. He says that he wants to meet up with him because he thinks he's hiding. I agree. Do not let these men hide from the family when they mess up. You need to show your face, and you need to answer to the family. On the way to the party, we find out that Monique is charged with second-degree assault. Wendy and her boo see it in the car. Robyn's the first to show up to the party. I love the extensions. They're so cute, and I can't wait till my hair grows out to do the same thing. Robyn confronts Wendy about not being on time, and Wendy says, I am Nigerian. Why would you be on time? And being that I found out that I have a lot of Nigerian ancestry, if I am ever late, that's my excuse as well. CP time is global at this point. Who knew? It's in the DNA. Okay, so the girls hook up at the event. They all compare notes about what they saw about the charges against Monique. Karen excuses herself after the girls open their mouths about everything, and Giselle's coming having a kiki about it. It's a nervous kiki. They all emphatically state they do not want her to go to jail. And I think people need to cut them some slack for saying that. They don't want her to go to jail. Later on, Candiace arrives, and Dorothy, Candiace's mom, asks the girls if they saw anything, saw the fight, and Ashley interjects. And I'm like, why are you interjecting? You were not there. She's literally in the bathroom the whole time, but she's gonna say something about what happened. Remember what I told you a few reviews ago? Her alliance with Monique is about her unresolved issues. What pisses me off about people in general is they're always this muddy water when you fall out with someone and you come back together, but they really didn't like forgive you. You know, that's what's happening here. Ashley was not there. I knew she had issues when she said, you've been aggressive towards me. Like, what does that have to do with anything? And then Candiace says, you must be on payroll. But this right here is a clincher. And it all makes sense for me. So Ashley says, and I quote, I am married to a millionaire. What do I need to be paid for? And then Candiace says, congratulations. Not for long. And then Bravo inserts a commercial, and I can't stand them. What the heck, right? So anyway, show some decorum. We're not doing this at the baby's party. We shouldn't be discussing this at all. It's now a legal matter. And y'all need to just keep it cute. Candiace's mom's at the table like, you don't even know her mom. Like, her mom might be crazy. Like, why would you come for her in front of her mom? It's just nuts. Anyway, in one of the confessionals, Robyn shares that she believes that Karen is leaning towards Monique's side in this whole battle of friends. And I see why she says that, but I still think Monique needs support. And I'm not mad at Karen for being that person for her. She's not garbage. Like, she's still a human being. So to wrap it up, Eric's family doesn't attend the party. He's a really strong person to go through this, and especially for his wife. And I hope I find me somebody that has my back like this. Like, it's really admirable that he is so devoted to her. And I think they're a good example of Black love to put out there. And I hope this show does not change them. Please do not change for this show. Hold on to each other. Eric admits that he's devastated when his family turned his back on him. And I think it's pure insanity for someone to not want to meet your relatives, your grandkids, your aunts, your uncles. What the fuck? I don't know if turning their back on them or Wendy is a cultural thing, but if it is, I think Wendy is on the right path to adopt new traditions for her family. What do y'all think about this episode? I'm gonna go to the end. I appreciate you guys showing up here every single week. This has been fun for me. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. I will review these shows until the end. Appreciate you guys. Bye.